What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the market watch. So without further ado, let's dive into all the goodies that are going to be talked about. There's so much stuff making waves and everything like that. So, you know, Worlds just finished up. We kind of saw SetCon take it. But without further ado, let's dive into the video and talk about it. So first card we're going to talk about is none other than Digimon Ace from Exceed Apocalypse BT15. It's coming down a little bit, but saw some recent movements in the last couple hours or so. This card has been seeing some movement because it was used in SetCon as a splashable option. I think it's not a bad option because another way of recovering, but also minusing one of your opponent's Digimon is huge by trashing, you know, the top card of your security stack is really useful. So right now, we're looking at $8.86 and climbing. Europe side showing some movement as well, almost touching $10. There's only a couple listings left, and then it's a $10 plus card. No surprise here, just Digimon gets hype as always. Then we have Levimon X Antibody. This card is going down, which is good to see, but still shows some movement actually. This was taking up, what, 3 of the slots, if I remember correctly. There was 3 slots that took this. If I'm mistaken, let me know. Maybe 2 of the top 4 of Worlds. So this is looking pretty decently expected here. So $10 card. Europe side looking like 8 to 10s. This is coming down a little bit. You guys have a little bit more leeway. I think just hold out a bit before you flip it. But on the English side, just make your money now. Levimon Animal Coliseum EX5 going down by the looks of it, but kind of changed up. This card was sitting at 15s. Now it's back to that price range, basically. So, yeah, transition-wise, people have been paying the 14s, the 13s, the 15s very comfortably, and that's no surprise here. Deck's actually surprisingly good. I kind of slept on it. I mean, I know that it lost a lot of key pieces, but it looks like they are starting to figure out ways to make the deck function and work. So that's just my opinion here. The Europe side looking like 20 euros to 23. You guys are nearly double our prices. I'm sorry, guys. This is not looking good for your Levias. Raremon saw tech slots in the second place Levimon deck. So yeah, it took up 2 slots. I really hate that it's a $50 card, but I can't change that. People are willing to spend that money, and as long as you're willing to spend $50, you're going to spend the 50. Europe side looking like 42s to 50s as well. There's no relief in this card. Bandai, please reprint this. Tentomon Alternate Art just saw the biggest crazy buyout in history here. It's only a few weeks old, and it's already touching $40 for the bug! For the bug. This thing was selling at 20s, and further back, just, oh my goodness. This thing is just not gonna find any relief anytime soon. So if you were playing on max rarity bugs, I am so sorry, but Tentomon is just way gone. Europe side looking like 19s to 20 euros, going down. At least you guys are a lot cheaper than us. Kawagamon promo. This one, as I mentioned before, it's either hit or miss. You either need 4, you're gonna be playing 4, 1, or none. So up to you if you guys are planning on playing this. I have 1 at least. I might tech it in as a 1-up slot in my Tyrant, but we'll have to see. So 37s, it's just ridiculous. Promos need a reprint here. Europe side looking like 35 euros to 40 euros to 50s. Ew, this is just not looking good. Palmon Blast Ace. Palmon finally starting to show some leeway down, but people are still willing to pay like close to $7. Hasn't been showing any more recent sales in the $5.50, but that just could be low sellers and not verified. So once you get to the verifies, you're looking at $6.33 to $6.50, and people usually need multiple copies of things like this. So yeah, Europe side looking like 4 euros to 6 euros to 8 euros to 10. Shadramon, this one is showing some movement again, and people are willing to pay $22 for this right now. Oof, a Japanese for 12. Ew, I feel bad for that, but wow. Yeah, this is just a $22 card right now. If you have this, flip it. Make your money now. I'm going to be straight honest. Europe side looking like 15s to 20 to 50. Shine Greymon Ruin Mode Alternate Art. Beginning Alternate Being Booster EX04. Starting to cool down a little bit, but still holding in this 86 range. This is scary. People are willing to pay closer to the $80 range, so maybe list it for 80s if you have it. Somebody bought it at 95 is crazy to me. Europe side, 95 euros to 105 euros to 110 euros. Apocalypse Special Edition Alternate Art. People are willing to pay $86 worth on it. Nothing more than that. Recently, a couple sold on that. So yeah, guys, it might be the comfortable range for a while, then it's going to dip down and crash. Europe side, nobody's touching this card. 70s to 100 euros. Bellastar Premium Binder Set. Double Diamond. I talked about this on the last Market Watch, but apparently this went from, I think, like 12 listings down to now only 4. And somebody can just come in here and just clear up this $30 range, and then it hits 50. That's just not looking good. People are willing to pay 30s though. Europe side, 16 euros to 18 euros to 20 euros. Yeah, pick up these at the 16 marks. I think they're very, very, very well priced at 16. Anything higher is a little ridiculous, but it's gonna sell. Lunamon Alternate Art Animal Coliseum here. We're looking at EX05 going up, so 19s, 20s. Yeah, my poor baby here. Lunamon, I'm sorry. Big Gear Bunny Gang, you are just gonna be expensive. Europe side looking like 10 euros to 13 euros to 14 euros. Ukamon is on buyout as well. 5 listings for the Tamer Party Pack beginning version, the foily one. If you guys want max rarity stuff, you know this happens all the time. Ukamon took up 3 to 4 slots, if I remember correctly, in Nats. Well, Worlds, I mean. So yeah, this is gonna trigger some buyouts as always, but $40 someone paid for this foil thing. Yeah, there's not many other options. If you want to get it from one seller, it's 40 bucks. If you're lucky, you pay $18.50 a piece for 3 copies. Yeah, GG's, good luck. Europe side looking like 12 euros 50 cents, 14 euros to 20 euros. Oof. Double Typhoon starter deck pre-release stamp. This thing's at $8. I'm not surprised here. It's going to go 10s up. People are going to try to move this fast because by next week, this is no longer the max rarity. So this is going to be the mid rarity. Is it pre-release? I thought it didn't say pre-release in the Double Typhoon card. I think that's a typo. Yeah, that's supposed to say the Fest. It's not a pre-release card. Someone got a random pre-release stamp on this thing and it's not pre-release. It doesn't exist as a pre-release. It's a Fest. It shows the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's incorrect. Okay. Magnamon starter deck. Comes with 2. I want to correct myself. On my last Market Watch video, I did make a wrong statement. I said it was only a 1 of. Apparently it's a 2 of, and I was mistaken, so I do apologize. But I do expect this to hold long-term value on high end just because it's locked into a starter deck that's going to cost you like $24, maybe $20 if you're lucky. But yeah, not looking good. Europe side, nothing. No listings. Terriermon Double Typhoon Cup, special release booster, the Chinese bunny year look, which is funny because this is a bunny, that's a dog. But yeah, this is Double Typhoon Cup is what the pre-release stamp Double Typhoon is going to have instead of the pre-release. $4, $5, yeah, which is expected to be a little uppy. Europe side, 1 euro 50 cents, 2 euros, plenty of stock on the low end. Mega Gargomon Ace the dog. So yeah, we're not looking good. People have bought it. There was a good point at $10. Yeah, I would have said pick that up at 10s. I'm expecting this thing to be higher than that on release. Henry Wong pre-release, which is not a pre-release. I don't understand where they got this pre-release stamp here. They just slapped it on there and called it a photo, but it's not a pre-release. So 6 to 7. So yeah, Terriermon Double Typhoon Cup winner. This thing's $14 a piece. I expect this to come down a bit. It does not see competitive play outside of this format, and I expect it to dip. Rapidmon starter deck, we're looking at $3 a pop. I expect this to be a little higher too. I expect this to touch 5s, if anything. So be ready for that. Europe side, nothing, no listings. Then we have Kokomon reprint. So there's two versions of this reprint. There's the full art regular, and then there is a Double Typhoon Cup version. So we're looking at the non. People were buying them at 25 cents, 10 cents. Should have snagged them at that. But yeah, there is a stamp version that makes it even higher rarity, so I don't expect this to hold long. Europe side, no listings whatsoever. Then Gummymon starter deck, Double Typhoon Adventure pre-release card, which is not a pre-release card. There is no pre-release. But yeah, this is gonna have the Double Typhoon, as I mentioned before. This is $9 a pop. Don't expect to see much movement in here. It's a hit or miss card. Gargomon starter deck pre-release, which is not a pre-release. It's the Double Typhoon Cup. 0 listings. Nobody has pulled it apparently yet to flip. Patamon. This card here, guys, just wait it out. We have plenty of time before this card is actually needed. Again, add 1 yellow or black with 2 or more colors among them to your hand. It's tough. It's 2 or more colors is what makes this a really decent. It's a decent card. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of potential with it as long as you have dual colors in your deck. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's 30 bucks. Just wait for the reprint to come out. guys, there's no real rush. This isn't going to break any decks recently, and I'm going to be straight honest with you. Yeah, it's going to be expensive, but it's not going to break any decks anytime soon. It's splashable. It might help boost the deck or two, maybe yellow hybrid or something like that. I don't know what you guys are thinking on what you're going to be doing with it, but right now just hold off on it. There's no reason to be really rushing for it because the Patamon is only going to be decent. Next card we're going to talk about is Wormmon promo Tamer Party Pack. $15 isn't a bad pickup here, I don't think. If you can snag them for 15s, for especially a card that you want to have a playset of, or Imperial Dramon, that is a very competitive deck that I expect this one. Pick it up for 15, get it now, just get it out of the way. But if not, just wait it out. We should probably be seeing that. Patamon on the Europe side is 10 euros to 13s. Rika Alternate Art Digital Hazard EX02 is 30 bucks, going up. No surprise here. I warned you guys as soon as anything from that movie showed off, and BT17 showed it off with flying colors, this Rika was going to explode. So I warned you guys, and hopefully you took advantage of it before this thing went up. If you're not right now and you have no intentions of actually playing the deck, this is probably a great time to flip. Europe side, 18s to 20 euros, pops to 30. A good time to flip this as well on the Europe market. Black Mega Gargomon Alternate Being Booster EXO for $5 a pop and climbing. So yeah, we're looking at 7s to 10s, not terrible, but could be a lot worse. This is only valid for this set at the moment. Then once we get to BT16, this card gets instantly removed, and I expect this to drop down. So a good time to just flip this and make good profit. Then on the Europe side, looking like 4 euros to 7 euros and 50 cents to 8 euros to 14s. No surprise there. Next card we're going to talk about is none other than Jessamon GX Alternate Art from Cross Encounter BT10, $35 and climbing. 7 listings left, actually. No surprise there. People have been thinking about some janky builds with being able to play with the Magnamon X Antibody, because you can use that combination of its when Digivolving effect to proc it off. It makes it a really sticky body that you have to deal with, and then Jessamon basically nearly impossible to remove. So that becomes a problem in itself, but it's not always guaranteed to go off. So, and it's non-searchable in the deck naturally, so it creates a little bit of a problem. But we have 20 euros to 35 euros as well. And we have Burning Greymon Ultimate Cup. People are paying $200 for this. This is just FOMO. Really, at the end of the day, this thing will come down a little bit. Probably sit at, once we've gotten enough through the Ultimate Cups, I think it'll sit at 100 very comfortably, if not lower. Agunimon Ultimate Cup 2024 across time BT12. People are paying 80s, but no, after that, nobody's really buying it. So there's plenty of time to get your hands on this card. We have a bunch more Ultimate Cups coming through. We have also Flamemon Ultimate Cup. This one is at $27 a pop. Expected to come down a lot more. We'll see it similar to how Vmon is usually, and it'll come down further. Then we have Rise Greymon X Antibody Event Pack 6 X Record. We got $30 here. No one's gonna pay this price. I'm gonna be honest with you for the Event Pack 6. I expect this to come down. It's a one of max in most lists. There's very unlikely it's gonna be more. Europe side looking like 2 euros and 70 cents. Oh, wrong one. Excuse me. I don't think they have it. Give me a sec. I screwed that up. Body. There we go. Here we go. Found it. Why is there one right after the other? That's such a weird thing. Why would you make another alt afterwards after event pack? No listings though. Blinding Ray reprint starter deck 17 Double Typhoon. This thing's $1 and people are wanting this really quickly. This does see play as a one of in the Magnamon deck in the future, so kind of expected just because this thing can proc its own effect. Europe side, nothing, not a zip. Digimon Emperor, this thing's coming up and going up. This one is the Tamer Party Pack. The reason for this is just Ukamon punishment, because the way it plays out, you promote the thing, it loses 2 memory. If it's not the proper Ukamon, it basically passes back to your turn, and they won't be able to do anything else. So if it's, look at the top 5 Uka, this punishes them really badly. If it's not, they kind of go to 0, is kind of the punishment, which is not terrible, but they can't choke you out effectively anymore. So Emperor just punishes the Ukamon style of play. Then we have Europe side looking like 15 to 30 euros. No surprise there. Tsukuyamon Maid Mode. This thing's going up, boys and girls. No surprise there. Once that reveal happened, this thing was going to go up. People are willing, haven't really paid the $4 price range yet, but they are willing to pay 3s. So there's just a matter of time what happens with this in the future. We'll see. Europe side looking like €3.50, €5 to €6 to €7. But all in all, that is the market watch for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one.